There are a lot of ways to be toxic in Dead by Daylight. You got teabagging, humping, hitting on hook, pointing. I ran out. Anyways, you know which of these are actually my least favorite? That's right, none of them. It's actually map offerings. Map offerings by design aren't meant to be toxic. However, most of the time they are. With the rare exception of someone trying to go for an achievement or some sort of archive quest or whatever, they're almost always meant to make the other side's job harder. For example, a survivor team will take you to Garden of Joy to make sure that you hate your life and you never want to play the game again, and a competitive nurse will take you to Dead Dog Saloon or Midwich so they can kill you with 4 gens left. And it's always meant to be a way to make sure that the other side has no fun. There's just something so insulting about it, like it's a spit in my face that, you know, someone on the other team decided we're gonna go to this map, so we're gonna go to this map. It's like, it's supposed to be a vote. How is this even? One person is like, I want to make your life miserable, and I have no control about it other than to Alt F4 the game while we're loading in. Sure, there are some exceptions to this rule, like people bringing you to Dead Dog Saloon just to hit you with a billion head-ons. While many killers find this frustrating, I don't really care since they're not doing generators and I'm probably gonna win. It's just a way to mess around with the killer. It's a pretty innocent, like, sort of prank. But any other time, it's always just to sweat and to make sure the other side is miserable. Like, Garden of Joy, for any killer that is like slightly average or a slightly below average, it's just over. There's nothing you can do against 26 billion safe pallets. It's gonna be awful. And there are just some maps, like Midwich or Dead Dog Saloon or the game, that are really small for killers like Nurse. They could just zoom across the map in half a second. It's just not fun or interactive. Again, there's just something about one person deciding on a map that we all go to. It just feels insulting, and I hate it. I hate going against map offerings. I like to think that I'm generally a nice Dead by Daylight player. I try not to run mean builds. I don't really teabag that often. I don't tunnel or camp when I play killer. I like to think that I'm nice and polite. But the moment I see a map offering, as let's say as killer, I'm tunneling the baby Meg out of the game. Maybe she didn't bring it, but I don't care. Someone brought a map offering to try to make me upset, so I'm going to make the entire lobby miserable. And I want people who bring map offerings to feel this guilt. You make the game worse for everyone, and I hate you. Not really, it's just a video game, but for the sake of drama, I hate you. It's just, I don't know, man. You can teabag me at every single pallet, and I wouldn't be half as mad as if you just brought a map offering. Even if it's a map that's good for me, you can bring me to Macmillan or Azerov's, maps that I usually would like. But the fact that you picked it, it's a spit. I hate it. And as Survivor, I can't think of a single time where a killer brought a map offering and it was a half-decent fun match. Every time I'm loading into a game and I see that the killer brought a map offering, I'm like, oh, what's the worst? Maybe this killer is one of the nice ones. Maybe they're new. They don't even know what map offerings do. Nope. It's always some build that's meant to work around the map. Maybe it's a comp nurse. Maybe it's like Scratch Me or Myers or something. It's always bad whenever a killer brings a map offering. I can't think of a time where it wasn't. And it just boils my blood, bro. I hate this, and I hate map offerings. And you might say, oh, why don't you just run a sacrificial ward? That cancels it out. What if I want to run blood point offerings? I'm trying to make everyone in this lobby get more blood points so everyone's happy at the end of the day. But someone wants me to go to this map that I don't want to go to, and even if I did want to go to, I feel insulted that they made me go there. That might be egotistical, but it makes me mad. Yeah, I don't know. I generally I'm a pretty nice player in terms of sportsmanship and not running things that are too broken or overpowered. But when someone brings a map offering, I want to play as scummy as that's my excuse. If there was ever an excuse to camp, tunnel, slug, whatever, I'm taking the map offering as an excuse. It's just, I don't know. And if I'm playing Survivor, I'm getting all the teabags in. You can literally play comp nurse with the most sweaty build, and if I somehow manage to escape, I'm not gonna teabag at the gate. I'll be like, oh, GG, well played. But the moment you bring map offerings into this, I want to be the most toxic person on the planet. And I can't tell you why. It's pretty much just blind rage when I see a map offering. And yeah, I kind of had to get that off my chest. It's just behavior. I would actually pay you $8 to remove map offerings. No more than that, because that's all the money I have. Yeah, that's pretty much it, everyone. Check out some other videos. And I might rant some more if you guys like me just being stupid. And yeah.